Welcome to the first in our video series entitled Becoming a Westlaw Wizard. My name is Eric Young, and I teach legal research and writing, as well as computers and the law, at the Center for Advanced Legal Studies in Houston, Texas. Westlaw is an important topic for both of the classes that I teach. The purpose of this video series is to increase your confidence using Westlaw so that you become as skilled at conducting computerized legal research as possible, as early as possible in your paralegal studies. All of the videos in this series are relatively short, and I have made a concerted effort to keep the information presented manageable. Most students should be able to view the entire video series within the 8-week class schedule you are familiar with at the center. If any students have any questions after viewing any of the videos, please feel free to reach out to me through Canvas, by text, or on our Slack channel mentioned in your welcome announcement. This first video is entitled Getting Started with Westlaw, so let's get started by going to the home page for Westlaw Classic. You will have to sign in with your student Westlaw account to access. This is the home page we are looking at now. Let's take a few moments just to look around the page, get a sense for how the page is designed. Now I'm going to point out some of the key parts of the home page. The first important part of the home page I want to point out is the Thomson Reuters Westlaw Classic icon in the upper left corner. This icon appears on every page in the Westlaw system, and it is a clickable icon. Notice when I hover over the icon, I get the hand symbol. Whenever you want to return to the home page, simply click this icon and it will take you back. The second important part of the search page is the global search box, which you can see here. This is where you will input your searches to find the law. Westlaw provides 3 methods of searching for the law: citation searches, natural language searches, and terms and connector searches. We will cover citation searches a little later in this video, and we will cover the other search methods in subsequent videos. The third important part of the home page is the Jurisdiction Selector, which you can see here. Legal research requires that you first orient yourself to place. The place of importance is the jurisdiction you want to look for information in. When you click on it, a window will pop up that allows you to select the jurisdiction you're interested in searching. And as you can see right now, I have it selected to search for California materials as well as all federal materials. So let's suppose that's what we're interested in. When you select these jurisdictions, you will note, and you want to click Save, you will note that it will say in the Jurisdiction Selector the jurisdictions you're now searching in. The fourth important part of the home page is the search button, which is this orange search button right here. Once you've formulated your search, simply select the button and let Westlaw work its magic. The fifth important part of the home page is the browse box, which you can see here. The first tab in the browse box is all content. This is all of the content that Westlaw will search when you run a search using the search feature. Let's say you're just interested in searching for cases. You would select the cases link, and now you're given these options to select various jurisdictions, either federal or state, to run your search for cases. Notice I'm going to use the icon to return back to the home page. The next 2 tabs are federal materials and state materials. And as their names indicate, when you click on those, you're now searching just for materials within the federal system. If you click on state materials, it will give you all of the states as options for your search. The next tab is the Practice Areas tab. This tab allows you to limit your search to certain topics within the law. For example, let's say we were interested in estate planning. Now, if you'll notice, you are searching just within estate planning as a topic. And if you notice, up in the search bar, it now says search estate planning. Each time you limit the scope of the search by using the browse box, you will notice that the search box will be limited as well, which lets you know that you're searching in the right area. So now that we've navigated around a bit, let's go back to the home page. And let's try a citation search, but before I do that, as I always like to do, I always start with the Jurisdiction Selector. So let's say we're not interested in California law. We have a citation, and we're interested in finding that case. And let's suppose our citation is 393 U.S. 503. This is the 393rd volume of the official reports of the U.S. Supreme Court, and we want the case that starts at page 503. Now, if all I wanted was to find that case, and now I know it's a U.S. Supreme Court case by reason of its citation, I could simply select United States Supreme Court, click Save, and it would just search for that particular case within the United States Supreme Court materials. Now, this may seem a bit too narrow for some researchers. Perhaps you're interested not only in finding that particular case, but also finding other cases and perhaps other law referring to it from all over the country. In that case, you would want to select all federal and all states. And you'll notice when I selected all federal, the checkbox next to United States Supreme Court was deselected. So let's click Save. Notice our jurisdiction selector says all state and federal, which is what we want. Go into the search box and simply type the citation. Notice as I typed it, Westlaw provided me with a suggestion, which is Tinker versus Des Moines Independent Community School District. That is the case that I am interested in. So you can simply select it here. This is an example page of what cases look like once you've found them using Westlaw. And now that we have found Tinker, I want to show you three additional features that are very useful. The first is the button over here on the right-hand side that shows a printer. That's the document delivery button. If you pull that down, the arrow next to it, you will see you have these various options for, you can email the case, you can print it, you can download it, you can save it to Dropbox, you can save it to Kindle. To the left of the document delivery button is the folders button. And notice when I hover over it, it says save to a folder. So let's open that. Now, as you can see, I've created a folder called Eric's Research. If I click Save, it will save Tinker into that folder. Folders are incredibly useful for organizing your legal research, especially a large legal research project. And I want to note that when you save a case in a folder, the save is a live save. Now, what do I mean by that? What that means is that there happened to be a change in the status of this case. For example, let's say it was overruled by a later Supreme Court case. The next time you opened the case in your folder, it would be up to date showing it had been overruled. This is often better than saving a static version of the case, which is what you would get when you download it or use the other document delivery options. Now, you'll notice at the top of the page, you will also see folders. There's additional functionality behind the folders link at the top. So let's click on that. And as you can see here, we have some other options. We see history here, but most importantly, we have this button right here, which is the share button. This allows you to share your research with others. Could be attorney in the firm, could be another paralegal. This is an important feature to be mindful of, and you'll find that behind the folders link at the top. While we're at the top of the page, I would be remiss if I didn't show you the history button, or the history link. So let's click on that. Frequently, when we start a research project, something will come up, we get sidetracked, and we have to resume our research project later. Westlaw keeps track of your search history. So rather than having to redo your search from the beginning, all you need to do is click the history link, and you will be able to see your research history and select which search you want to pick up with again. Those are some of the key features to help you in getting started with Westlaw. I hope you found this information useful and informative. In our next video in the series, we will explore natural language searching. Thank you.